so this is my very, very, very first YouTube makeup tutorial. I kind of have this vision to do everyday wearable looks that are based off of or inspired by like mythological creatures and things like that. So this is inspired by mermaids. So it's just kind of a pretty pale face, not really a whole lot going on in the cheeks, so it's just kind of like a really perfect background kind of. And gold and blue on the eyelid, and instead of using black liner, I of course used a navy blue. And so if you want to find out how to do this look, just keep watching. So the first thing I do is conceal, like my under eye circles, you can see are really, really dark. So I use Covergirl Fresh Complexion in Classic Ivory. Looks like that. And I put some of that underneath each eye. And I also use, this is Physicians Formula Mineral Wear in Soft Yellow. It comes like with two other colors. I put a dab of that mixed in with my other concealer because it kind of gives it more coverage without being really, really yellow, because if I just use the yellow like you're supposed to, it looks crazy on me. So I just tap with my ring finger to blend that in. That's pretty much all I do as far as foundation goes. I'm not really a foundation girl. I am going to be using this face tint. It's Diandra, and this is color 1 Chiffon, so it's really, really light. But it just feels like a lotion, so I just rub it into my hands like you would a lotion and just kind of apply it with my fingers. I dab around the eyes just to be sure that I don't kind of move around that concealer too much. And then to set that, I'm going to be using Physicians Formula Bamboo Wear Compact and just a kabuki brush. And I think this color is just called Light. It's the lightest color you can get. Blends really well. It's really nice. I really like it a lot anyway. It's really nice. And it also I think has like SPF 20 in the powder, so that's always a plus to keep your face protected from the sun. And then I just take my ring finger and rub some of that on my ring finger and dab it under the eye to give that area more coverage. And right in the inner corner area. And for this I'll actually be using a new blush that I have never used before. Ulta Extreme Wear. It's a matte blush, which I have never actually used. I just kind of played with it earlier. This is in Peach Glow. I'm just going to apply that on the apples of my cheeks. It's really subtle. It's not really a really dark color. Which is kind of good for this look because you want to look kind of fair and ivory for this. And I'm going to go ahead and get straight into the eyes. I'm going to be using Urban Decay Primer Potion across the whole eye. And I just blend that out with my ring finger. And I'm going to be using a palette from Forever 21. It is in blue green. I don't know if you can see it with the lid on. But I am going to be using the third color, this teal color. And I'm also going to be using a gold color. This is called a Heavy Metal Eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be using this gold color, but you can use whatever you have. I'm going to be putting the gold on the inside 2/3 of my eye. And just kind of layering that about halfway, a little over halfway. And I pat it into the primer, that way I get a really, really thick coating. And when I do the outside corner, Rimmel Eyeful Eye Glistener Crayon. The color is very, very blue. And I'm going to be using that on the outside corner of my eye, and not even to go all the way into where the gold is, just on the very outside corner. And this This will just kind of give that teal a bluer base on the outside corner and make it a little bit bluer there. And then over that I'm going to apply that turquoise color from that palette from Forever 21. And I'm just going to blend that outside corner. I went a little bit further out from the corner of my eye. As you see, it's not very blended, but we're going to blend it better later. And then I'm going to put on a seafoam green, and I'm just going to apply that with my ring finger onto the upper portion of my eye. And it's just kind of just a really pale color, so it's not too overpowering because you have the other colors. It does have kind of a gold shimmer in it. And then in the crease, I'm going to be using darkest blue at the end here. I'm just going to work it across, but don't go very far into the gold, and kind of blend it out. And I'm just going to clean up any kind of errors on my face and kind of blend my eyeshadow. And I just use kind of a fluffy dome-shaped brush to blend, because I find that does best, for me anyway. You don't want to blend together the blue and the gold too much, but definitely blend in the crease quite a bit and blend the middle section here just a little bit. You still want that gold to be really, really gold. And on the top part of the eye, Midnight Blue liquid eyeliner from Ulta. It's a precision liner with a felt tip. And I'm just going to line the upper eye really carefully. I like this liner and this look instead of black because it's really, really, really dark, like navy. But it's not black, and I'm just going to do a tiny little, almost U-shaped wing. And I'm not going to go all the way into the inner corner. I'm going to leave the inner corner just gold. And then after that, I'm going to use Ulta Automatic Long-Lasting Waterproof Eyeliner. This is in Indigo. I'm going to line the top waterline and the bottom waterline all the way into the inner corner. And then we're going to curl the eyelashes. And I'm going to apply a silver mascara because the black with this is a little bit too harsh, I think. So I'm going to actually apply silver and then apply black over it because it kind of softens the black a little bit. And this silver is by Wild and Crazy Cosmetics. I'm actually not sure where you can get it. I bought mine at a beauty supply store. But you can just use black if that's what you have, or gray or whatever. And then I'm just going to do a really light coat of black over top of the silver, and it kind of makes the black look a bit softer. My last step is to just be taking some gold liquid eyeliner, or the second to last step. I have one more step. You can use like just wet gold eyeshadow if you have that with like a liner, or pencil brush, but I have metallic gold eyeliner, so I'm going to put a whole lot here in the inner corner and kind of less to the outer corner, because you want the inner corner to be really, really, really gold. I even apply it right above the waterline on the top as well, just to really make it pop. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of Urban Decay Maui Wowie on my ring finger, like that, and dab it over the gold just to kind of bring some sparkle and pop into it. that is it for the eyes. Alright, so I had a little technical error. My camera batteries actually died, so I'm gonna just kind of pick up where I left off. So my angle's a little bit different. I'm really, really sorry. So all I have left is lip color, actually. And the lip color that I'm using is kind of a nude color with like gold and silver shimmer in it. It's by Mono Cosmetics. I don't really know where to get it. Sorry, it's called Picture Perfect, but you can just use something that you have that's similar. So I'm just going to apply that with a lip brush. So just apply a coat of that, and then over it I apply, this is L'Oreal Color Juice in Pink Grapefruit. It's kind of just a nudie, really, really, really shimmery, really, really, really glossy color, and I also apply that with the lip brush. It just looks like that. So that is it. So good luck. Bye.